President Marcos says we will not retaliate and use water cannons on China, ruling it out as an offensive use of equipment.
That's even after Chinese Coast Guard water cannoned the Philippine Coast Guard boat last week, bending its steel railing and damaging the canopy. They also damaged a BFAR, or Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources boat, that was delivering food and supplies to fisherfolk.
Instead, the government is hoping Beijing will respond to another round of high-level diplomatic talks. Maricel Halili with the report.
Despite being subjected to a series of maritime aggression from China, President Bongbong Marcos says the country will not resort to using water cannons as well.
We will not follow the Chinese Coast Guard and the Chinese vessels down that road. What we are doing is defending our sovereign rights and our sovereignty in the West Philippine Sea. And we have no intention of attacking anyone with water cannons or any other such offensive, I would have to call them weapons dahil nakaka-damage na.
In an interview on The Big Story last week, Philippine Coast Guard spokesperson Commodore J. Tariela highlighted China's use of very fatal water cannon pressure. Tariela, however, said despite this observation, they still did not see the need to use water cannons in return. President Marcos also said today that his government will continue to address issues in the West Philippine Sea through diplomatic channels.
All we do is pagka nangyayari, wino-water cannon yung mga barko natin, ay nagpapadala tayo ng demarche, nagpapadala tayo ng sulat sa China and the other stakeholders. So that would be the opposite of what we are trying to achieve, would be to put some kind of any kind of cannon on our ships.
The president's sister, Senator Amy Marcos, also thinks that the Philippines should revisit dialogue with all concerned parties, including its ASEAN neighbors. Amy chairs the Senate Committee on Foreign Relations, and there is a resolution calling for a probe on the so-called gentleman's agreement that was recently filed.
It's ideal to operate from and negotiate from a position of strength. Wala namang strength na maipakita, puro maanghang lang na salita. Wala naman tayong mga armas. Let's continue dialogue with everyone, particularly with the ASEAN. The first round of defense are our neighbors, and I think it's very clear Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, Vietnam are reaping advantages without antagonizing or angering China.
While issues in the West Philippine Sea remain hot, the National Security Council is hoping for China to accept the Philippines' invitation for another round of bilateral consultations in order to sort through what needs to be discussed. For News 5, Maricel Halili, We Are One News.